Hi, you guys. How are you? December 15th. It feels like a lovely day. We finally had Venus move into Sagittarius. So the feeling of love feels lighter, feels like it's got a little bit more fire. It kind of brings a skip in your step. It doesn't feel so fluid and weighty. But just like this chance of love, this chance of friendship, this chance of thinking about bigger goals, you can feel that much more resiliently today. Thank you, everyone, for coming out last night with my final, new moon eclipse here in Sagittarius last night. There is so much great information in that live that I did. I know it was long. I am planning to put in key timestamps for you to catch up because it wasn't until I was preparing for that live that I was really able to see how important this particular eclipse was at the end of the Saturn-Pluto conjunction we've been going through all this year, how healing it was, and how timeless it was in respect to the points in our history as a nation that it touched. So this was the live. It's called Like a Phoenix Rising from the Ashes, our new moon eclipse, because that eclipse was conjunct the galactic center back in 1776. That was at 23 Sagittarius. You know, with the precession of the equinoxes, the galactic center now is at 27 degrees Sagittarius. A lot of you are familiar with that mark of the galactic center with the divine feminine last year. So a lot of incredibly powerful healing things happened. Most notable, essentially, Pearl Harbor has been healed. The arrangement of the asteroids, America is back, stronger than ever, and that blind spot that we've had getting attacked by our enemies since Pearl Harbor, that's been shored up. It's really secure, and we're sitting in really secure, positive space going forward in our nation, for our nation. There's a lot of things that have to be cleaned up. It's going to be bumpy, but overall, so beautiful, so healing, and it's also fulfilling that promise from Abraham Lincoln that we had to abide by the cause from the Gettysburg Address for all those that lost their lives, that they are not gone and forgotten. That has to be our cause, that we remember this and what they were fighting for, because we cannot allow democracy to perish from earth. You guys, we came so close with this last election. And thinking about it today, if we had not had that Venus retrograde last May, June, during that time, and let's say Venus was still orbiting nicely, I think Don Julio probably would have won the election, because that was the thing that cut him down. So those two things. The other thing that happened, so I was live last night, and then in the wee hours of the same day, I came on because we had that breaking news of the hackings with our agencies and the emergency statement by CISA. This tied all of it together, how we're attacked, and then what it did then was show how then we were healed. Okay? The important thing to know about these hackings, identified that last year, December 19, 2019. This is where we started to see pieces of it. And then in these sleuthing, this is, I think, February 22nd, is when I'm like, what's going on here? And that's, I think, when we first learned about Telecom, Russia's telecommunications. and they've been included here and there in my readings. So this Taroscope is actually Telecom because we've had the hackings. They've been able to break through our firewalls and our cybersecurity. But then I said it's Telecom / China Telco / the Saudi, because when we were going through the stuff before the election, getting weird texts about ballots and picking up packages, things related to mail, when I would trace the information about those links that were sent to me, the identifying information a lot of times went abroad to the Russia, the Saudi, or the China. So in my humble opinion, everything that we've been going through with Trumpolio, Donald, is a spinoff from 9/11, 9/11, because this connects to that. Their fingerprints, their asteroid points are all over this, going back to 9/11. And then from 9/11, going back to Pearl. This is just the ongoing war Russia has had with the West, the United States, for the past 100 years. And even though people thought the Cold War was done, it wasn't. It went underground, and it's now part of the aquarium leaks. Just make a mental note about that, because that's going to be coming up more and more. Okay, that's the psyops being done upon us. So this is relevant because this is the Telecom / China / Saudi, the Taroscope at this new moon eclipse. You guys, how many times have we seen this Two of Pentacles? You know, multitasking, balancing stuff. This, I have said in the past, is how they would take data and send it back and forth. And this is more when I was talking about elections and data and databases and sharing of that information. This is the Telecom, those cable networks. They've hijacked traffic from hundreds of thousands of companies here in the US. And this is like them embedding within our infrastructure network. The Page of Pentacles, look at all that data we have. So these are like hackers going in, penetrating our firewalls, our cybersecurity, and leaving without a trace. That is why it's reversed. So at this new moon solar eclipse, the ascendant, the astrology said, look to the 12th house of escape, meaning these energies don't want to be seen. They're undercover. So they're in our system. And I would say that goes for last week too, because this escape card showed up for the last 3 weeks. Escape. They're embedded. They don't want anyone to find out. We also have the 6th house of service. Public institutions, our agencies. There's the Temperance card. That's taking our information. They're hacked. They're in. They're taking it, maybe mixing up some information in it. But by taking that information, they have now, Telecom, expanded their power and presence on the ground here. There's that Wheel of Fortune increase. And now we're being provoked because we're finding out about the hackings. That was the ascendant giving life to this eclipse. Look at this. The telecoms, who are they? The Queen of Pentacles. Remember, the Queen is a nation. The Pentacles is a nation's riches. The United States assets, riches, data. 8th house, beginnings and endings. They're caught. No longer are they under the radar. We know now. So look at this. So this no card usually means that if someone has a card with it, it means they're trying to get rid of something. Okay? Like, you don't want people to see this message, the Merchant. But here's the thing. This is no, trying to get rid of it. Reversed, my no card and the 3 wands is, it's not no, which does not mean yes. It just means it means I'm undercover, trying not to leave a trace, you know, through IP addresses and a digital marker. This is who I am. I'm here, but you can't see me. I am taking your assets. And I'm active because I have a new plan, because things are coming to an end. The secret with the Telecom, the telecommunications, is penetrating our agencies, taking all of our data, especially health data, all of our personal information, COVID data, Cerveza data. The hidden enemy is that they're done. This is coming to an end quickly. And it's a matter of what's happening. I almost feel like this already came to an end. I feel like when they finally announced that, yeah, we got hacked, I think they've known this for a very long time. And it was just a matter of waiting for the right timing to announce it. You know, when we didn't have to worry about pardons. This information came out on the day that Bill behind bars, resigned. And so maybe agencies knew about this ahead of time, so it was safe to let this information out, because nothing can be done about it, you know? It can't be covered up. So the wish from the telecoms, is with the Friends to create a chaotic government. This is actually Russia's government overturned, so the wish is to have Russia in our system and turn our stuff upside down. There's the Page of Pentacles again, right? But it's right side up. So again, taking all of our data, having hackers in there, getting it, turning everything upside down. What is crowning the telcos? Well, before they were anonymous, now they're busted. But it took 3 to make this happen. Donald, Lavrov, Russia. The 3 of them here in DC last year. This could also be, the 3 of Cups could be Russia, China, Donald. Lands far away for Telecom and others. They're having a major tower moment. This is the strike of Mars. It is a huge deal. It's a huge mess. So the Astrology said we would see this in the 10th house in the skies over DC. Yeah, this is messy. The shared resource for the telecommunications. Look at it's the office of the President of the United States. Let them in. Because it's about the 11th house of friends. Donald's friends with Russia. Come on in. The Ace of Swords, sure, I'll leave the door open. You can attack. Take whatever you want. Because the 7th house, this is your partnership. Now, this is interesting because this was also, last week or so, this is the drug cartels, the cocaine cartels. These drug busts, the fentanyl, China, has been very active lately. I think I was talking about this within the past week because Donald was raging about Philadelphia so much that it got me perked about what's going on with this attorney general. Why are they freaking out? This involves the ports. So there's that aspect of it. This is also, you know, stockpiling information, hoarding data. Now what do we do with it? But it also goes to even the cocaine world cartels, because in the past month too, in Italy, there have been 2 major crime bosses related to the cartels in Europe who have flipped. Whoever flips, crime bosses don't flip. They did, because this is rigged now to not only drug trafficking, now we're doing data trafficking, data laundering, election rigging. This is really, really big, you guys. So that's the telcos. 6th house, public, these are institutions. The 5th house of the sun, the Queen of Swords. This is KY Jelly attacking, or it's our courts that see what's happening. Going to counter. We have the 7 of Wands. Oh, this is a reason, because this is Facebook and this is Tish James. New York Attorney General coming down hard on them, and she's going to find out about these partnerships and what they're doing. The fourth house, the telcos, what are they trying to defend? They're trying to defend their ability to steal from us. But, you know, that's flipped on their head. They got caught. Third house of communications, these are the businesses. You know, the oligarchs, the billionaires, like the thing that comes to mind is Oracle, TikTok, Walmart, JP Morgan Chase, Boeing. What are they going to do now? Because now they're all tied into this. Second house, income gains, values. This is a balancing act. It's about severing ties. They're going to get sanctioned again. They're already getting sanctioned because on December 10th, the European Union adopted their own Magnitsky Act. And the day following, they already started freezing assets, like with Lukashenko in Belarus and the way he's treating that country with the election. Other sanctions have been coming down the last couple days. So I just wanted to share this tidbit with you about what's happening. It's going to get interesting. If you like this video, please, please, please click like. Check your subscriptions. People are getting unsubscribed. And please let me know your thoughts. What do you think about this? Does it make sense? So you guys have a great day. We'll talk to you soon. Bye.